Yo, what's up traders? Welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to look at two trade setups that formed yesterday, one on NASDAQ and one on USDJPY, the Japanese yen. And we look at the difference between a pump and dump setup and a very strong moving market, just a trend day. So we'll start with the Japanese yen because the setup formed on the London session, and yeah, our process is the same. We have our previous day's high. This was our previous day's high and our previous day's low. So this blue line. Now, this is our previous, our previous day's high. Now keep in mind, the previous day is Monday, okay? And what happened? The second day, the market during the Asian session pushes up to the high and gives us a new set and a new high of the week. Okay. Now, when you look at the way this setup forms from the end of the New York session, you see that this is a little pump to the high, a pump and dump setup. So we've broken above the high of the previous day, of course. Now, when you see prices in instruments that are above the high or near the high, those are very interesting instruments. Now, as the market continues, we have, it's falling. So, in my mind, I'm asking myself, what is happening with this? With this instrument, we have this nice pump, and they came down in the Asia, in the gap time between Asia and London. All right. Now let's see what happens during London. The market continues going higher. All right. Now, remember the pump and dump setup. You want a slow ascent to the high, stairs, and then we want to see boom, boom, quick and in and out of the market. That is the simple pump and dump setup. Where are you? What's that deleting panel? Right, and we'll deal with you later. Anyway, now we have our first hour during the London session. Now, the first hour, we see a movement. We see a movement. Now, remember this. This is a broken down market. Broken down. So, of course, this is a retest to the peak formation high. This high. Now, the market moves in 1 push, 2 push, 3 push to the high. And then we have this structure here at 345, this structure. I have talked about, candle formations that don't have a pin at the high, and then the next candle triggers that pin, or the above that pin, then that is a very good setup. So actually the entry level is above this candle up to that round number, the quarter level. Now you can go to the 1 minute time frame and look for a setup. Now, you see what I mean. This was the area that we've marked. Now, we are looking for an engulfment. You see the market comes in one push, then gives us an M pattern. Then at 310 gives us our entry, because we already know this is a broken down market. And then this is currencies. So, you know, I'm not really worried about having a very heavy stop loss, because, well, so actually it's a pump and dump setup, so something that goes into the next session. This is still currency. So yeah, it was a nice setup for the pump and dump, because well, yeah, the pump and dump setup is mostly the best setup that works. Now I'll continue talking more about these setups in upcoming videos, but let us look at NASDAQ and how it played out during the New York session. So we have our previous day's high and our previous day's low, okay, and then it was a pump to the high. So this was a rapid movement to the high. We have our peak formation at the end of the day, and then the market consolidates below the peak formation. So you see, you have to understand one thing. When the market is consolidating like this, then in the window that you want to trade in, you want to see the market stop hunt the low to look for your setup, to go to your high. So yeah, you're just looking for a range expansion. So it was just oscillating between, is it 50 pips? Yeah, 50 pips. So the range of consolidation was just 50 pips. Now, in the first hour, the market, you know, breaks down, but this is just a stop hunt. And boom, comes back in the first hour. So in my mind, we have a W pattern with a break of structure. Remember, this is the 15 minutes time frame. So what are we looking for? We are looking for a retest for the engulfment to move high to the high of the day. So and as you can see, the market came down again and retested our low. Well, it did not reach the low, but retested our low, and we had support at the double zeros at 9:30, the engulfment. Look at the way all this timing is, it's crazy. But all the confluence that have converged here at 9:30, a retest, it's 9:30, we are at the low and also at the double zeros. That is the entry. Have your 20 pip stop loss for a 40 pip target. Easy money. Easy money. So guys, it's all about understanding how the pump and dump setup works and what exactly is it you are looking for in the market. Now, this was not actually a pump and dump, but the move to the high was the pump and then the dump to the low, because there was no actual trend here. So we are just trading at the extremes. Either you trade at the high or at the low. That is when the market is consolidating. But as you can see from gold and the euro and the pound, the market was trending the whole day. It was creating higher highs, higher lows. Very strong momentum to the high, consolidation. Very strong. So this was not a very good setup to trade if you are trading against the trend. Now, if you are waiting for the market at the high of the day or the high of the previous day, don't mind the noise, or the high of the previous day, that is where you will find your best trade setups. Otherwise, if you are trading inside the high, then you're going to be pretty much fucked. And we're in the business of making money. We are not here to try and predict where the market will go. We just observe what the market is doing and where is it trying to go and how good of a job is it doing. So we wait for the markets at the extremes. If it has not given you an extreme, then work with the previous session's high, previous day's high, previous week's high. So anyway guys, we shall continue talking about the pump and dump setups and how to identify them. Hopefully you got value from today's video. Stay disciplined, stay focused, learn from every single trade, and yeah, with time everything is going to align. So yeah, see you in the next video.